Hey, we late, but hey, we here, and we're gonna talk about this game last week, and of course, we're gonna preview Samford. Let's enter the Tiger Den. C&T Talking Tigers. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football. It's what we do. Welcome to the Tigers.
Your favorite Auburn show is back once again. C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football is what we do. I am Courtney Chandler. There is Toney Milford. We appreciate y'all so much taking out the time to check us out here on YouTube live this Thursday evening, 2 days before, or more like, well, it is 2 days. 2 days before the next game, which is Samford. But hey, before we get into that, of course, we got to tell y'all to continue to subscribe to the channel C&T Talking Tigers, and also make sure you follow us on Instagram, C&T Talking Tigers. Tony, how you feeling? We got another win under our belt, but we're gonna talk about it. It was a little weird. How you feel?
Hey, I feel good, man. We got a W on the board. We went out west. You know what I'm saying? We went out there to the West Coast and got our first victory ever in California. So that's why I'm in my business attire today, because we went out west and the defense handled business. We went out there and it might have been ugly. Yes. Might have been real ugly. I'm talking about Robert Ashford on a deep out ugly. But we got it done.
Yeah. We got it done. We got to talk about it, though. We do
got to talk about it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring it up to the string. Of course, we know we won. We 2-0. Auburn 14, Cal 10. Of course, our defense held it solid throughout the game. Played really good. Shout out to this guy right here. I gotta get the slide there.
Eugene Asante,
SEC Defensive Player of the Week. That man was a monster out there. So we gotta give him a little shout out.
Thanks out to you, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But let's get back to it. Of course, we talked about the defense, held solid. Got 2 interceptions. We forced them to, do some crazy things on offense. But with that being said, we got to talk about the offense. It was another story where a lot of us have been really, really griping as Auburn fans. So, Tony, how you feel looking at last week's game with the offense? A lot of people are saying we took some steps back. I don't know if I'm that far to say that, but it didn't look good. I'll just put it that way.
I mean, sometimes it ain't always gonna be pretty, man. We got a new regime. We got we got some new faces in some important positions. And that was a tough road game for us, playing a game ending at 12:30. You know what I'm saying? These guys usually relaxed in the bed or out having fun, not having to be mentally and physically involved at that time. And that was a lot to ask of our young men. And they went out there and they did an admirable job of sticking together when they really could have folded. Peyton. We lost. This was a game. If you just look at it, what happened on paper, we shouldn't have won. We lost the turnover battle, 4-3. We lost the total yards battle, 273 to 236 maybe. We lost. We lost some momentum at times. This was a game we shouldn't have won. Peyton Thorne had first half stats as a whole game. He was 9 for 14 for 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. He also had a fumble. Quez had a fumble in his first action. DeMario put it on the ground. So it was the team and the defense, especially the defense, and the team and the coaching staff as a whole, everybody had every reason to fold Saturday night into Sunday morning. and they stood tall. That's what I take most from this game. Last year, if that happens, the year before last, if that happens, those fumbles occur the way they did, we would have gotten blown out.
Yeah.
We would have gotten blown out, especially on the road with every excuse that, man, I'm tired, man. 11:30, man, I'm sleeping. 12, I'm sleeping. We're way out here, man. The game, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, they could have said anything. The boys stayed with it. They stuck with it. Offensively, like I said, Peyton Thorne is probably not gonna go win us a game.
Yeah.
But Peyton Thorne probably ain't gonna lose it for us either. Those 2 touchdowns, hey, we needed both of them. Because apparently those were the only 2 touchdowns we scored. He put them on the board. A touchdown pass to Jay Fair and Rivaldo Fairweather making his first contributions in Auburn football. Hopefully that was a sign of things to come.
Man, use him, Hughes. Use him.
Gotta use him, man. Offensively, man, we had 136 yards rushing. We didn't get a lot of attempts. I think we had, I'll say, we had about 23, maybe 23, not even 25 attempts rushing, man. And Quez had 11 for 53, right at 5 yards a pop. DeMario, 8 for 51, almost 6.5 yards a pop. Jeremiah Cobb got in 3 times, 20 yards, right at, almost 7 yards a carry. But T got it 1 time, 6 yards. So we did it. We did we did good with the opportunities that we had, despite the fumble from Jarquez, despite the fumble. I mean, those hurt us. Those did hurt us. But we were on our, those stop drives there, but we were having productive. We was having a productive day. The timing, the weather was a little iffy. Offense, they put us in bad positions. Now, lucky for us, that Luckhurst boy can't beat a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
Man, he worse than Anders Carson, and I ain't think nobody could be no worse kicking than Anders.
Thank God he missed them 3 field goals.
Woo, Jesus.
Because if he don't miss those 3, we down 19-14.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we had 7 more points in us. Not that night. I don't know if we had 7 or even 6 here. We got 6 more points. But I think the way it was going, had something to drum up, and I think we would have. But hey, it happens. It's a part of the game. He missed them 3 kicks. The passing game was non-existent. Once again, Robbie was 1 for 3. Worst pass on the field. That boy can't even pass gas straight. I swear to God, he get on my nerve. But he got hard. And he can run that thing, and he didn't really contribute too much to the running game, but it was okay. It was okay. But man, with those 3 fumbles though, boy, I was just like, man, what is it? Like Miss Janice be playing, boy, what is it? But they did enough. They kept us in the game when we absolutely needed it. We got it, and the stars of the show was the defense, man.
Eugene Asante. Praise God for Eugene Asante.
Bruh, we held those guys. I just told you, Jay Knott, the week before. Let's brag on that defense, man. Oscar Chapman did a great job. He was averaging about 40 yards a punt. He kicked about 5 times. He did his thing. But like I said, we did force 3 turnovers. We got 2 picks. We got a fumble recovery. Jay Knott, I bragged on to him. Hey, he went for 20 for 188 the week before, 2 touchdowns. We cut a lot of that in half. He got the same 20 carries, but he only had 78 yards. He had 50 less yards, and he only scored 1 touchdown. He got us on that one little touchdown for about 15 yards out, but that was cool. We really kind of did a good number on him. They put up a lot of yards rushing the week before. We held them to 113 yards, which I thought was very impressive. Considering how we looked, last year and even last week against the run, right. I felt like that was a good showing by our team. We had the quarterbacks in check. That Samuel Jackson, the Jackson 5, as I would call him Saturday night. He had some sweet feet, but we held him for 14 for 27 in that pocket. He
Oh
really
yeah.
good. The defense, man, was exceptional. We held him to 14 for 27, 2 interceptions, and the other quarterback, Ben Finley, who started the game, he had basically running back numbers. If he was a running back, he had like, I don't know, he like seven for 34. He was 7 for 11 for only 34 yards. He was definitely ineffective. Uh 2 sacks came from superstar Eugene Asante and Marcus Harris. Asante with 12 tackles, 1.5 for loss and a sack. Marcus Harris had a sack last week. He's got a sack this week. Hey, if you can give me a sack every week, Marcus Harris, you might be defensive player of the year in the SEC. You give us a sack every week.
True.
You keep playing like that. I want to say shout out to Jalen. Jalen Simpson, another great game. Another pick for him. DJ James, of course. DJ got him a pick. Shout out to Kyan Lee, the Ohio State flip.
Yep.
The Ohio State flip. Kyan Lee, true freshman, had 2 PBUs on Saturday night. He's getting in the game. He's getting his feet wet. He's playing more and more every week. That boy gonna pay dividends down the road, man. He's gonna pay dividends down the road. I believe it. Donovan Kaufman, Donovan's everywhere. Donovan's everywhere every week, man. You can find Donovan on the back end, breaking up passes. You can catch him. He got the fumble recovery Saturday. He had a tackle for loss. He was second on the team with 8 tackles behind Asante. Donovan Kaufman is all over the place, man. And that was a Vanderbilt transfer. He's like, Vanderbilt? You guys might Vanderbilt? Yeah, we got one of the best players Vanderbilt had to offer. And it showed. Thank you, Derek Mason, for making that happen. Even though you didn't make much else happen at Auburn, you did bring us Donovan. You did bring us Donovan Kaufman. So, yeah, man. We hit them for 4 for 18 on third downs. That was awesome. We were 4 for 12, but they were 4 for 18. That was great. They went for it 6 times on fourth down. They went for it 6 times. They got 3 of them. So, I mean, we stopped them half the time. I don't know if 50% is what you want to be on fourth down. I mean, you go for it, you want to get it. So, right. I mean, you got it half the time. I don't know if you stop. I mean, that was some fourth and short. So, we made some timely stops. We held them to under 300 yards total offense. We forced turnovers, is what I've been wanting to see from the defense. I like a defense that forces turnovers, and we did that. And it wasn't against a bunch of scrubs either. Cal looked pretty decent in that first game. Gotta give hats off to Jeff Wilcox. I think his name is Jeff Wilcox, the defensive coordinator for Cal. He is a monster. He's been like that for Cal's defense has quietly been one of the better defenses in the country for the last couple of years since he's been Justin Wilcox. That's his name, Justin Wilcox.
Yeah,
he's been one of they've quietly put together one of the better, not one of the best, one of the better defenses in the country since he's been there, and it showed Saturday night. They were out there. They was tough. We didn't. We helped them.
In a league that don't play defense.
In a league that don't play defense, yeah, they helped them. We helped them out a little bit with those, turning the ball over. But they was there, making it ain't like we just dropped the ball either. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they forced it, and they got a pick off PT1 off pay. But the most important thing that I took from that Saturday, man, was those guys didn't quit, bro. Those guys didn't quit. They stayed together. The coaching staff as a whole kept everybody focused. We kept our head down, and we grinded out a tough win in a state that we've never won in. Late on a Saturday night, man, it was ugly, but it was a win. That's what Auburn football looks like: tough, gritty, grindy, grimy, hard-hitting defense, fast, physical secondary, linebackers that'll knock you in the dirt, defensive linemen that are nasty. That's Auburn football, and a strong running game. That's Auburn football in a nutshell. A strong running game and a nasty defense. Linebackers that'll knock your dick in the dirt, fast, physical secondary, and nasty defensive linemen. That's Auburn football in a nutshell. Since at least in my 41 years of life, that's the Auburn football that I know. When we were at our best, We had a mean running game and a defense that didn't play.
Yeah.
Only time that we didn't quite have it that way was when we had Cam and when we were at our best, and we didn't have it all the way like that, but we had Cam, and Cam was the best thing that a college football team could ever have happen to them. The best college football player to ever live or that ever will live. There would never be another Cameron Jarrell Newton. You better believe. I seen it. Saw it up close. He took a bunch of nothings and nobodies and made him the best thing in the country. So that's neither here nor there. But like I said, shout out to Donovan Coughlin. Shout out to Eugene Asante, first and foremost. I'm sorry. Marcus Harris, Kayan Lee, Jalen Simpson, DJ James, Ron Roberts, and that staff did a heck of a job making Stanford they didn't want to throw it 27 times, but they wasn't getting nowhere with that run thing. So, man, we forced them to do some things they didn't want to do. We were blessed that they had special teams mix-ups, but all I know is we are 2-0, and if I'm not mistaken, there's not another Power 5, Group of 5 undefeated team in the state. I think the only schools in the state of Alabama that are undefeated is Auburn, the Auburn Tigers, and Miles College. You know where I played football, the Miles College Golden Bears. Shout out to the SIAC Division II HBCU that it is. Dirty MC, baby. We all we got. Well, you know, Miles and Auburn, you know, we the only we might be on 2 undefeated teams in the state. I know UAB took an L. Yeah. I know Troy took an L Saturday. Alabama State took an L Saturday because Florida State, because Miles gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? And then there's it's another school somewhere, but
they
Auburn, UAB, Troy, Alabama State. I think it's Cousin Love University. What is it? Brothers Sisters Kissing.com University? That thing up there in Tuscaloosa.
Right.
I think that. Hey, shout out to Steve Sarkisian and Quinn Ewers.
Man,
Texas Longhorns.
I said it. I called it. Quinn Ewers.
Oh yeah, I knew Texas was gonna win. Texas should have beat them last year.
He should have beat them last year.
Texas should have beat them last year. But guess what? We ain't got to worry about woulda, shoulda, coulda. Cause Texas beat them. Cause Texas beat them sad. They so quiet right now. They so humble.
I can't get no Alabama fan on the phone.
You know, they don't want to talk. They done talked enough. Hey, look, Alabama, look, one thing about it, 2 things for sure. In my lifetime, y'all done won 7 national championships. I can't really say too much. But those 7 national championships didn't help you Saturday.
Nope.
That's in the past. Last one y'all won was what, probably 2020 or something. You're lucky to win that motherfucker. You won't win. I can go to probably go the rest of my lifetime. Y'all ain't gonna win again. I gotta almost bet on that because you finna get back to being regular. Just regular.
Yeah, they look too good. And they ain't talking. They already proposing their season.
When Nick leave, y'all gonna get Dabo Sweeney. And you already see Dabo ain't nothing without a generational quarterback. He can't really coach. You don't forget, Dabo was just a plain old wide receiver coach. Still a wide receiver coach. He wasn't even an OC. He was a wide receiver coach. They just put him in the front.
Position coach. A position
man
coach.
Gone, man. Man gone, man. But I'm just saying. Hey, I just know at the beginning of the season, before we started this thing, I predicted that last game of the season, we were gonna win it. And y'all ain't doing nothing but reaffirming my faith every week. One thing about it, boy, I hope y'all keep Jalen Milroe in that quarterback. Don't change quarterback. Leave him in there for us, too. We want some of that trash, too. Jalen Milroe, roll your boat out of town because they finna get ready to get rid of you, boy. You finna have to hit that Porter, Blair.
Yeah. You might.
I'm just saying. Hey, look. I don't want none of my. I don't want none of my white counterparts to take this the wrong way. You know, they real racist up there in Tuscaloosa now. You know, we might got a few bad apples here, but up there they got a lot of bad apples. And I know they dropped that hard ER on the end of that thing Saturday night. Woo, boy. It wasn't like the one they didn't say it like the ones in the rap song the Saturday night, boy. They did with that hard ER, boy. I'm telling you. Woo! It was hard. It was tough out there in Tuscaloosa Saturday night, boy. Sheesh. I ain't lying, boy. I feel sorry for my boy. Hey, Miro, down here on the plane, we don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. We ain't had to get way into 2000 and all that before we had a black quarterback.
True.
When I was 4 years old, Reggie Slack was my quarterback. Before Stan White, I had Reggie Slack.
Dang, I remember Damian Craig before Jason Campbell.
I had Damian Craig. He was after Stan White and them. Like I said, my first Auburn quarterback was Reggie Slack.
Reggie Slack.
I went from Reggie Slack to Stan White. You know what I'm saying?
The insurance agent.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got I had some in between there. My boy Damian Craig. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jason Campbell. JC. We brought in Kyle Frazier, didn't work. We brought in Cody Byrne, didn't work. We brought in Jeremy Johnson, didn't work.
Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, Jeremy Johnson.
But then we also brought in the best thing that college football and CBS Saturday college football had ever seen. The one Cameron Jarrell Newton. Number two in your program, number one in your heart.
Yeah. I also can't forget about Nick Marshall too.
And then we came through with Nick Marshall.
Yeah, Nick Marshall was
nice. You know what I'm saying? Nick Marshall got us there, but it wasn't meant to be then.
Yeah.
But that's okay. And then look, hell, we had TJ Finley.
Man, TJ Finley showing out now.
Brian Harsin, you suck. You
said Brian Harsin suck. That's your dude, man.
Brian Harsin, we had TJ Finley and both Knicks both don't look like what they look like now when we had them.
Oh man.
And I used to tell you, and I believed in both of them too. We got TJ Finley, but we're gonna do something. Brian Harsin, baby, think TJ Finley was trash, man. But I couldn't stand TJ Finley because of Brian. And then when Bo Nix, I tell Bo Nix, when Bo Nix win the championship in high school, I tell people, I said, when Bo Nix get in his junior year of college, by the time he get a junior, and if he stay for his senior year, which he probably will, I'm gonna be a Heisman Trophy candidate. He gonna be that good. I was telling people this years ago. I believe in Bo and Finley, but that's neither here nor there, man. We had it's okay though. And you know what though? You know what I'm disappointed in? I thought we would have seen Holden Saturday night. I was looking for Holden, man. I believe Holden would have won there and won that thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about Holden.
I believe Holden would have won that thing. I would have liked to see Holden Saturday night. But hey, they the coaches for a reason. They did their thing. We got to win, and now we got to.
Let's go and talk about it.
I'm gonna show you what we got coming up Saturday.
Yeah, well, while he's pulling up that, we play Samford on Saturday, Jordan-Hare Stadium, Game 3, 6 o'clock start time. Of course, everybody will have to be up late watching this game. ESPN, SEC Network Plus to be Saturday.
Everybody get ready Saturday. We ain't got nothing to do. It's a 6 o'clock evening game. All the good games probably that came on. What we have Saturday is what they call a cupcake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Samford Saturday. We will be playing these guys. That cream cheese fit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, cream cheese. Yeah. Shout out to Treats by Gifted. Come on, go. But yeah. Man, we're gonna run. We're gonna ramrod them boy. Them boy don't stand a chance. Look, C&T Talking Tiger family. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Every week when we do these, I do my research. I might look at the other team and what they look like the week before. I might look them up on YouTube, watch a little bit of their game,
Right.
to see so I can come out here. And for the few people who do follow us and the people that do pay attention to what we talk about, I want to see them informed and know what I'm talking about. I want to give you the real.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you on these boys here.
Right.
Man, we're gonna beat the dog. We're gonna beat the hell out of them boys. They bulldog. We're gonna beat the bulldog side of them. You feel me? They just lost to like Western Carolina or somebody.
Yeah.
They couldn't even go on them. What they think they're gonna do on us? Nothing. I predict a donut.
They're gonna get a beat down like how Colorado gonna beat Colorado State now that the coach can open his mouth.
Oh yeah. They're gonna beat them down. Now this is the game where Robbie should really get to play a lot, and they should let him throw it a lot and let him work on some of that in-game action. Because these boys is gonna they're not terrible, but we're gonna make them look even worse than terrible because they are terrible. They got slaughtered by Western Carolina. Even though they got a quarterback, he pretty hot. He threw like 5 touchdowns, no picks. But boy, I know we're gonna pick him off at least 2-3 times. We should get 3, 4, 5 sacks. Everybody should be averaging 7, 8 yards, 9 yards a carry. You should be catching balls here and there. It should be fun Saturday. Take the kids. Should be a lot of touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Crowd gonna be loud. Auburn gonna be dancing. Cheerleader be with. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna blow these boys out, and then we get ready to have a lot of business next week because we got things to do next Saturday. So yeah, I feel like we got next Saturday. But as far as Samford, man, shout out to those boys. That's an Alabama school. We helping in-state schools. You know what I'm saying? Put a little money in their pocket. Mm-hmm. And so for that, I wish them nothing but the best, and I hope everybody stays healthy through the game Saturday. But I look for us to score. If we drop 50. We drop 59 on you, man. 50 something. We drop 55 or 59 on you, man. We should be in the 60s this week. I feel like maybe 63, 66 to 3-6 or something like that. They might get a couple field goals, nothing major. I feel like we should get in the 60s, 66 to 3, 66 to 63 to 3, 63 to 6, something like that.
So you saying we gonna drop 60? Okay.
Yeah, I feel
I'm gonna say this.
Because against you, man, we dropped 50 something.
We did. We did. Facts. That is very true. I'm gonna say this. Is Auburn let Samford get 2 touchdowns? I'm gonna be mad.
So who we got next week?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. And now that game, we can't sleep on them boys because they just got beat by Miami. Jimbo probably gonna try to give them the bounce back. They don't need to be bouncing back against us. So
yeah,
if they down, let's kick them while they down and keep them down.
And Tony, I'm gonna admit, their offense has gotten much better than what it looked a year ago. They defense look bad.
Defense terrible.
Defense look bad, but they offense look good. Texas A&M got a good offense.
Jimbo put together offense. He's an offensive guy. He just got to do something about that defense.
Yeah, his defense doesn't look like trash on Saturday.
Cause Miami ain't no way Miami should score that many points.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
So, but they should.
So what you think the score gonna be Saturday, Court?
You going 66? I'm gonna keep it in 50. I'd be surprised if they get 60, but I went with. Well, I wouldn't be that surprised. I ain't gonna say I would be that surprised. I'm gonna say 52 to 3. I think we'll at least get 50 on it. I'm gonna say 52 to 3.
Yeah, 50 without question.
Yeah. I think we'll at least get 50 on it.
Because you know what? I think if you like, you know what I'm saying, Holden get in there, Holden gonna be trying to put some points on the board.
Yeah. Holden
gonna score that ball. And then if Jeremiah Cobb and DeMario and Petit, them boys gonna be trying to take to the house. They ain't gonna be just trying to fall down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I feel like we're
Well,
gonna get
Jackson,
excited. But them boy, and if Holden get in there, Holden gonna be trying to chunk that thing. He gonna be trying to show everybody what he can do.
yeah, Holden gonna be trying to start.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I said we'll go to the 60. Cause when them young boys get in there, they ain't trying to slow down. They trying to get their shine on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. So you saying 60s, 66, 63 to 3. I'm saying 52 to 3. So we both saying over.
We saying the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Samford gonna get their ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just sum it up. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, hey, we appreciate everybody that watch. Of course, we had a little technical stuff happen this week.
That bad. We will apologize.
Yes.
We'll be back. Hopefully, we'll be back next week, Wednesday again.
Right. We'll be back on our regular.
We ain't gonna be trying to fight with college football Thursdays and NFL Thursday nights no more.
God no. Yeah.
We're gonna be the only Wednesday night show.
Yeah. Only thing
get home from Bible study and then watch us.
Yeah. Only thing competing against us is wrestling. But
ain't worried about that.
And us. All right, Tony. Anything else you want to add before we hop off here?
Man, let's hopefully everybody stay healthy. Shout out to all the Auburn fans, everybody who subscribes, everybody who watches, everybody who pays attention. How about them Cowboys? And hey, you know my saying. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Night.
Good night. And War Eagle to y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
War Eagle, baby.